Welcome to Snaccidents! Hey, you might be asking yourself, what's a Snaccident?
Have you been out with friends and accidentally eaten all the appetizers for the table?
Have you sat on the couch for your favourite show and eaten a whole can of Pringles after only the first episode?
Have you gone up for your third plate at the family barbecue when everyone else is still in their first?
Then you, my friends, have had a Snaccident.
But that's okay. We're not here to judge, we're here to help.
By judging.
We accept this dark hunger that lives in every one of us, but we're here to offer you better quality Snaccidents through careful consideration and cutthroat democracy.
Each episode, we bring snacks that we love in a head-to-head battle, an ultimate Snacc-down, where we taste and score each other's snacks and vote on the final Snack Champ.
At the end of each episode, the final Snack Champ will go on to fight the winner of the next episode and become our version of a Snack Highlander, or as we like to call it, Snacklander!
Now, what snacks qualify as competitors?
These can be any food or drink item easily attainable. We want to keep it simple and accessible so you can join in the fun at home.
Now, these can be snacks that need small amounts of preparation such as cooking, microwaving, or boiling, but they must consist of the product and just that.
Exactly. Now, with that out of the way, let's introduce ourselves as your guides and experts.
I'm Charlie, your limited edition snack addict.
And I'm Sam, your amateur chocolatier. And now, a quick message from our sponsor. Cacolo Treats is an online luxury confectionery business based in Wiltshire.
Born in the midst of the lockdown, their mission is to spread positivity, motivation, and happiness through everyone's favourite snack, chocolate!
And you'll hear more from them later on.
So the theme this episode is
Halloween candy. Since it's the spooky month, we thought we'd celebrate the holiday of candy. And to help us weigh on this topic, we have the real OG, because those are his initials, 10 Tours fanatic and real PC gamer, Oliver Guppy.
Hi, it is I.
It is him. So, Ollie, can you share a memorable Snaccident with us?
Yep, when I make my pasta bolognese on Tentours, I frequently spill my boiling hot water all over myself.
That does sound more of an accident than a Snaccident, but fair enough. Okay, Charlie, what have you been up to at the minute then?
I've been playing a game called Kill Team by Games Workshop, Warhammer kind of stuff. It's great. It's a little tabletop skirmish game. It's good fun. Look into it. You play some with me.
Yeah, I will come over and play some at some point. What have I been doing? I have been desperately trying to sell my car because I have too many cars and Guys, I really need to sell this car. Please buy my car. Please buy my car.
Yeah, we'll put an advert up at the end of the episode. How about you, Ollie? You been up to much?
I've been applying for a job for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh, classy
fantastic.
Man.
I mean, I would very much like you to go in there and overhaul our local KFC because, man, they got some things they're wanting.
I used to work at McDonald's and we had a little war going on with them. Like, we'd go you had these grease traps.
Is this something you should say on the podcast?
Yeah, no, it's fine. We had these grease traps.
That probably sounds like something you shouldn't say on the podcast. So we'll see if it makes it into the final cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that does mean we're going to have to do a KFC-themed episode at some point, and we're going to come visit you again.
Oh my god, there was a guy that worked at KFC, and he would, you'd go to KFC and he'd put weed in your...
Oh yeah, they did get shut down because they were using weed over the counter.
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed that.
Yeah, would... Oh, imagine if you didn't know it, and you just bought some chicken, you got the wrong pass, and you're like, oh, I got some bud in that. Is this a new deal?
Yeah, man, the snack wars are really heating up.
Yeah.
Right, now with that in mind, let's get on with the show.
So now we'll each get the chance to fight our case for the snacks we've brought and why we love them.
Right, I guess I'll go first. Now, as far as chocolate goes, I was a vegetarian for about a decade. I think I've mentioned that before. And because of that, any sweet treats available to me are pretty much all chocolate-based. As a result of that, I'm now sick to death of most things chocolate. So my favourite anything to be chocolate-based, it has to be, pretty special. Especially as it's my choice for Halloween snack, otherwise known as the holiday of candy. And to celebrate this, the spookiest time of the year right now, I've decided to bring what I would claim also happens to be one of the scariest snacks around, the Kinder Hippo Bar. Now, before you go arguing me in the comments or angry tweets, I would say that hippos weigh almost 3 tons, kill over 500 people every year. That's not just last year or 1981, but every year. The hippos aren't just for Christmas kids. And can also run up to 30 miles an hour. Can you? And so ends my PSA on hippos, they're fat jerks. Now, when I was a kid, I never found one of those mythical houses giving out full-size candy bars on Halloween. But if I was lucky, I might get a hippo, the hazelnut kind, not the trampling-y death kind. I'd also like to say there seems to be a distinct lack of animal-shaped snacks out there on the shelves these days. The only ones that come to mind are those chocolate animal biscuits. I'm not sure if they even make those now, actually. And Freddos. And that just makes me feel really damn old.
They're £1 now. A pound for a Freddo.
Oh, they were 5p.
Where were you going? Where were you going that you got hippos? Who was giving out hippos? They're big.
I think it was just all the nice retired old people that I live by because they don't have kids. Their kids don't come see them no more.
No.
They've got their own lives and their own kids. Give out some good fancy sweets. Not the full-size ones, but ones of quality.
I used to live in Bath.
Oh, Bath, yes.
In Bath, and they would give out Lindor Lint truffles.
Real fancy boy.
Yes, and I'd also have a tuppence to go with it.
A small allowance,
Yes.
Put it in the college fund.
Yes.
How about you, Ollie?
I always went trick-or-treating around Southwick. I only went once. And
I was lucky I didn't get stabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But no, it was a pretty abysmal trick-or-treating because the only thing I used to get was packets of Haribos and occasionally Smarties.
And an orange.
Healthy snacks as well.
Yeah.
That's pretty dire, man.
Yeah.
I would have packed it in like you as well. It's not worth the effort. So, Ollie, what have you brought with you this episode?
I bought some toxic wastes. They used to be my least favourite thing to get, but I thought, why not? If I like them, then I can take them every time, no matter who gives them out. I still benefit. I get the most amount of sweets. So, force myself to like them.
Making that bread.
Exactly.
The sweet bread.
Now, I'm getting toxic waste as well as a packet of Haribos, and there's just infinite amounts of them because no one likes toxic waste. So
it's kind of in the name.
Exactly, yeah. But, the more I like them, the more I get of them.
A real mind for business, but sweets,
exactly.
But still, yeah.
I'm on the grind.
A real road man.
Side boy, did you say?
Corner boy.
Corner boy. Gigolo.
Anyway, Charles, how about you? What have you brought?
Well, I went to a bunch of supermarkets just the other day, and it seemed like they skipped Halloween to go straight to Christmas. I embraced this, and I tried something new. It was the Winter Edition Spice Biscuit Ritter Sports Bar. It's a delicious mix of 3 layers, chocolate, biscuit, and ganache. It is really delicious. After having the first one, I snapped a block off, I ate it. I ate the whole bar. And then I got my boy Sam to go down to Lidl and collect another 12 of them for me because I thought they may run out.
Yeah, I did clear out about half of their display for is it Ritter Sport or Rita Sport?
I mean potato, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure they definitely pronounce it a certain way, but yeah. Ritter Sport, it sounds powerful, it sounds good.
I'm a big Biscoff man, and it's got that nice spice biscuit into it. Either of you guys like Biscoff?
Yeah, I'm a speculoos kind of guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I can speculate on some speculoos.
No, ha 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 ha.
No, we'll cut that.
There's Krispy Kreme do a Biscoff donut,
yeah, they
and
do.
over lockdown, I got really into that, and you go down there, you get the 2 12-packs, and it would be £1 a donut, and we learned that we
50% off, yeah.
we learned that you could freeze them as well, so I wouldn't have to eat all 12 in one go, and it was great.
I never learned that.
No, you didn't want to learn.
No, I didn't want to learn that. I think there was at least 3 times we left work early for a big lunch to go get. I think at least 2 12 boxes each, sometimes 4.
Yeah, I mean it was At the end of the day, we were saving money. It was an investment.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fungible assets just as temporary donuts that could go bad.
We all know
Big
that Sam
investors.
is all about investments.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I brought today.
Nice. I think that's a pretty good shot. I mean,
It's not Halloweeny, but fudge it.
okay. I mean, the theme is Halloween, but okay.
It's very Halloweeny.
I mean, I think that sounds like a pretty good snack.
Halloween.
If it's clearly made this much of an impression in such a short span.
I mean, I like to bring a bit of spice to the table.
Oh, God. That's so bad. Again, if it's something you love and you've discovered recently, the whole idea of the podcast is we're going to find new things we love, and that's really encouraging.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't found myself so passionate about a chocolate bar since my honourable mention, the Lidl's salted pretzel chocolate bar. I ate a lot of those. They're delicious, but this is the first chocolate bar that I've found since there that I've been so passionate about. It's very yummy. Go and buy one. Or 10.
Or 12.
12.
Yeah, why not? Okay, well, fair enough. That sounds pretty good. I think for me, in terms of honourable mentions, there's quite a few good Halloween ones. I think my favourite was this limited run thing that Asda used to do, where they'd have like their own bakery make these Halloween themed donuts, and I think they were dark cherry and just like apple as well. They were surprisingly good for something so simple, and I think sometimes that's the best way to do something, is just do something simple well. But they're only available for such a short amount of time. In the last 2 years, I have not seen them in there, and I'm very sad.
That's sad.
Yeah, it could have been a real contender.
Yeah. But it just seems like supermarkets have given up on Halloween this year.
It's all about Christmas.
It's all about Christmas,
very,
baby.
very Christmas.
Very Christmas.
Do you remember last Christmas? Wasn't Christmas. This
No
Christmas,
Christmas?
it's going to be Christmas.
Mega Christmas.
So Santa.
Very sleigh.
Very slay. Man. Ollie, have you got anything to add? Honourable mentions? Anything else that came to mind?
No, because most Halloween candy is absolutely terrible. And I hate all of it.
I will say there is definitely a differentiator between like what is Halloween candy and what is just some cheap garbage they've put in like some funny coloured wrapper with a skull on.
It's basically small candy. It's like, oh, you want a Mars bar? Have a little one that you can barely taste.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of them are literally just like, hey, this didn't sell at Christmas, put it in this wrapper.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't sell last Christmas either, put it in this wrapper.
Yeah.
Just bad. Right, well.
Make Halloween great again. America.
Fantastic. Okay, now with that in mind, let's get on with the show and move into round 2.
But first, snack facts. Did you know Pepsi was first produced in 1893, a whole 128 years old, and it was originally named Brad's Drink and marketed as a digestive aid?
That's a dumb name.
It's a dumb name.
That's a dumb name.
Should have called it Poop Juice.
Right, well, did you know Celeray, or Celeray, is a celery-flavoured soda in the US, first sold in 1869. Nice.
Nice.
And was so popular with the Jewish community, it quickly earned the nickname Jewish Champagne. There was also a celery cola, also made by Coke, but it didn't do so great or get like a real cool nickname.
No. Wow. Interesting.
Interesting.
Wow.
Factual.
Factual.
Wow, cool, wow.
Wow, cool, wow.
That's...
Snack facts!
Right, so, Charlie, what are your thoughts on the toxic waste?
I've got an unhappy mouth.
Yeah, I do have it has a bad mouth feel.
I've got a few notes for this. I used to, when I was younger, I used to really, really enjoy these. I guess Candy Dynamics is...
That's apparently who makes this, I've just realised.
So, Boston Dynamics, but with sweets
How can we
instead of
hurt your
cool
mouth
robots.
the most? Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to really like these. I guess I used to eat a lot more sugar, and it was the only flavour I could, it was the only thing I could still taste.
Yeah, I had a higher tolerance for this because of because of the abuse my mouth's put with
I'd say,
all these different candies.
they're mildly painful. The flavour dissipates quite quickly after you've got the initial shell off of it. totally rustled the top of my mouth. So there is just...
It's just an unpleasant rustling.
Yeah, so there is just like open, like cut flesh there already, and the sourness really did not play off of that nicely.
Just gouged and...
Yeah, I feel as though I've been wounded by this treat.
Okay, I mean, fair enough. To be honest, I haven't got much better things to say this. I remember really liking these as a kid also, but I did remember if you ate too many of them and then just sort of like you were doing something else, or whatever it was, and you just put it into the side of your mouth, it would just start like eating away at the flesh there and like get this horrible raw crater.
You get like this peel of your skin coming off. Saying that, the treat is a good test of bravery. You can give them to your friends and go, look at this is yummy. And they go, fuck, and spit it out.
That's very true. I will say you can definitely make a game of it. And to be honest, I think this is probably the most appropriately named snack we've had so far, because it is absolutely what I would give to children to say, hey, you see that bleach under the sink? Don't drink that. And they're like, but it's such a cool colour. I'll give them one of these and go, it tastes like death because it is. And these are pretty close. I will, however, say I'm a big fan of some of these flavours. After the initial, like, horrendous, caustic, like, death burning away your taste buds, all that kind of thing, dissipates.
The sweet underneath is quite nice.
Yeah, the flavour of the the dark cherry and the blue raspberry and stuff like that, really quite good. And it stays with you for a while, but again, it does do that thing where it just sandpapers the whole inside of your mouth.
I will say that in terms of a Halloween treat, it does embody the whole trick-or-treat kind of thing.
Yeah, I was going to say that's pretty good.
For that, like, I give it kudos.
Yeah, it's definitely a Halloween candy, but holy shit, I can't recommend this other than a joke.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
This was what I was looking for coming in.
Yes, this was more of a test than anything else.
Yes. You just wanted to cause us pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of chaos.
I love it. The Joker of the group.
Nice. Okay, so we've just tried the spiced biscuit Rita Sport speculoos flavoured confection. To be honest, I really liked it. I was a little bit underwhelmed from how hard you sold it to me initially, but it was very pleasant. It was one of those things where it wasn't overly sweet, and it helps with like milk chocolate things for me personally, that it's not something where it's just sugar on sugar on sugar. It actually sort of cut back a little bit through that. It just wasn't quite as satisfying as I was hoping it was going to be. It's definitely something that I would be happy to have, but as a first choice for like a chocolate anything, really, I think it might not be the top, but it's up there. It's up there. How about you, Ollie? What do you reckon?
I'd say it was pretty good. It kind of just tasted like a chocolate digestive, but better.
Oh, fuck you, sir.
No, that's a bad thing. I thought it was pretty good. It was
just like a chocolate digestive.
Yeah.
Alright, this hurt my feelings a little bit. But, for me, I'm really into when you have a treat and it has multiple textures and multiple ways to eat it. Sometimes you crunch it, sometimes you suck it.
Sometimes you just tooth it out, apparently.
You bite it apart, but like
Charlie's favourite phrase.
I like having a treat that has these multiple layers of textures and different elements.
Yeah, you go on like a mouth journey.
Yeah. I mean, if it's not for everyone, I'm not going to be bitter about that.
I will concede. It's more refined than I thought it was going to be, and I think it's very easy to just go like, oh, we're going to put something slightly cutting through it that's a bit more savoury than sweet, and just go like full pumpkin spice, and then go, oh, actually, we're going to fill it with sugar. And this was, this stepped back a little bit from that and go, no, we're going to go with some nice clean flavours that like work well together and don't overpower each other.
Well said.
Thank you very much. Any final thoughts, Ollie?
I'd still say it tastes like a chocolate digestive.
Nice.
The palate of a 12-year-old.
That's very rude, sir. Right, so with that then, what do you guys think of my treat?
Ollie, any notes?
When I first opened it, I thought it smelled of Play-Doh, weirdly. No, it seems very kid-friendly. I like that. It's very, like, chocolatey, pretty basic, but overall it was a nice treat, I suppose.
This went very Wiltshire there at the end.
Very Wiltshire. I thought. I mean, so a few notes on the Kinder Hippo. I guess the feel of the hippo going into my mouth wasn't pleasant. It was a bit rough, and the shape wasn't like... There's these little bits on it.
These little nice gravelly chocolate bits.
These gravelly chocolate bits. And the kind of toughness of the top of it wasn't super pleasant. But after I gave that a good sucking, it kind of broke down a little bit. There's this really rich, deep, chocolatey kind of ganache in the middle. I guess, what is it, like a hazelnut kind of praline type thing?
Yeah.
All over, like, it's a really nice flavour. It's got different elements to it, which I quite enjoy. But in terms of...
It's got those layers.
Yeah, in terms of rating the snack as a whole, it was a little bit messy, a little bit crinkly, and not all of the textures were pleasant from the get-go.
Yeah, it's something you really want to consider all aspects of it. As much as I love it, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't have a couple of downsides.
It's got some flaws, but it was delicious.
Fantastic. Well, that's all I need. I think we can end there. No, but for real, Ollie, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it wasn't bad, I think.
Nothing in particular, just all
wasn't
around
that
good.
crazy. Yeah, it was just average, I suppose.
Not even one of you taken in by the nice little nostalgic hippo.
Oh, I mean,
fantasy
so
vibe?
like this is with a lot of the visuals of something don't really bother me if I'm putting it in my mouth.
So you're not pretending you're in like a big chocolate
No,
zoo
I'm
right
not.
now.
I'm not thinking that I'm this big dinosaur. Going, hippo time.
Yeah, that's definitely the
no.
that's definitely their prey of choice.
Hippo. No. No, I mean, it's cute if you're like 7, but at the end of the day, when I'm looking for a snack, I'm looking for something that tastes good, feels good in my mouth.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna say, maybe you've had like a bad day or something at the office.
No,
you come
no.
home, and you can just see like a little like dark Bonneville bar staring at you, and it's just brown, like your life. But you see a nice little smiley little hippo, and you're like, there's some hope left in the world.
I just think, after
No, not
after my dark day at work, I look at that hippo and I'm like, I bet that hippo's...
I could just destroy it.
No, I
just
bet the
crush
hippo's.
it.
I bet the hippo's smashed. I bet the shell is a bit broken.
I bet the face is printed on real
I'll
whack.
open it up and I'll try and pour it in my mouth, and all these little grainy nugs will pour down my face, and
They look like one of those like SpongeBob ice lollies or Sonic ones where the eyes just all in the wrong place and they've melted a little bit, so they're like crying blood.
Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's nice. I don't think it's as nice as mine though.
I feel like I'm kind of putting it down too much myself.
You're shitting on your own thing.
Well, I think we've gained everything we need to know. We've marked everything we need to mark. So we're going to move on to round 3. Alright guys, it's time for the all-important third round where we vote for this episode's
Snack Champ!
Ollie, you're the guest. Let's go first.
It was the Ritter Sport Biscuit.
I mean, I can see why I liked it, but I guess we'll go to Charlie. What's your vote?
Toxic waste. No. Ritter Sport Biscuit.
No! Damn it. I really had high hopes on these hippos. Mine is still a hippo, I'm afraid.
I give you this. I love the flavour, the taste of the hippo, but that was about it. Everything else was a bit of a lose for me.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, on flavour alone, it is by far my favourite, but I'm not going to pretend that on a lot of the categories we judge it on, which is like portability and like messiness and loudness and all that kind of thing. Sharing, it's not. It's a single little hippo, and it does lose on a great deal of those categories.
If you shared it with someone, they'd take a bite of one of the sections and you'd lose half of a section because it's so crumbly.
I will ask you this though, if you didn't have to worry about, again, taking it to the cinema and like messing up the next person's day who has to sit in that seat or clean the whole place up, are you going to have a lifetime supply of Kinder Hippos, or is it going to be the Ritter Sport biscuit?
It's still the Ritter Sport.
Damn, I thought I had you.
I mean, if you got rid of the crumblies and I could just pop one in one at a time without having to break up the segments, maybe.
Shame. That means this episode's winner, unfortunately for me, is
Ritter Sport Spiced Biscuit.
So what was it that sealed the deal for you guys?
For me, it was that number one, I brought it. And
now this is no.
We can't use that as a metric. It was the tastiest, least painful, and most alluring snack.
Yeah, it was more appetizing than the toxic waste for sure. Ollie, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it was definitely better than your 3-year-old hippo thing.
To be fair, it's 3-year-old as in like for kids, not 3-year-olds. I found this in a box somewhere in the loft.
Yeah, and it still just tastes like a chocolate digestive, which is my favourite biscuit. So
I feel like we should have focused on that more when we talked about it before, because it just sounded like a diss at that point. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's still the hippos, but I'm not going to pretend that the winter edition Ritter Sport Spice Biscuit, as its full title, it definitely didn't lack in the areas that the hippo did in terms of like mess and practicality and stuff like that. Because as much as I love the hippos, oh my god, what a pain in the ass they had to actually eat.
Pain in the ass. They better be good, because I've got 10 more of them. I'll come back. I'll let you know next episode if I still like them or not.
Yeah, you've made yourself sick of them. Fair enough. Is there anything the others could have done to like maybe boost their points for you guys?
I mean, I guess the hippo could have been better packaged.
If it just came like a
with
tube.
less bits. Yeah. If they had taken all the crinkly bits and slammed that inside the shell so they didn't go all over me when I opened it, yeah, that's probably nice.
Nice. A little cushion so it doesn't also cut the roof of your mouth.
Yeah. If you had a little gun that you just fired it into my mouth with.
Like a Pez dispenser.
A Pez for hippos, yeah.
A big Pez. Like a Pringles can size Pez dispenser.
Yeah. Would have loved it.
OG, what do you reckon?
Yeah, the packaging was kind of bad and it was really messy, so it's kind of annoying to eat. It goes everywhere. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about positives that it could have done better on. I mean...
well, yeah, but like, if it was just...
if it was just better.
If it was a negative experience.
Fine. Toxic waste, anything?
Oh, they were great.
They were not.
I enjoyed mine.
Ugh. Yeah, after the first minute. I feel like that's kind of the rule with them.
No, don't get me wrong. I enjoy them. They have their place.
They have their place
They
as
have
a
their
joke.
place. No, I like the flavour.
As a test of pure will.
Yeah. They're okay.
The actual flavour wasn't too bad. But
Yeah,
again,
they're
it's the death beforehand that I don't like.
It's like those, the sugar-free gummy bears, the Haribo sugar-free gummy bears.
I've read some reviews.
Yeah, that worked as just a prolific laxative. And it's that kind of thing. It's a laxative for your face.
Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be honest, I have read so many reviews of those, and I'd love to get them on the show at some point, but not to actually eat.
Oh, I'll eat them.
Oh, I hope not, because we record it in my house. Oh, we won't.
It'll be a science experiment.
We will not. But the amount of times I've read reviews on those where people have like quit their job over some kind of disagreement and then left them in the common room in like a big bowl for everybody and chaos has ensued.
And everyone goes, Haribo, and shits themselves terribly.
I've read some stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. Alright, and now we have this episode's Snack Champ. It's time for the winner, Ritter Sport Winter Edition Spice Biscuits, dumb long name, to go up against our last winner and reigning Snacklander,
Corn Nuggets!
In the ultimate Snacc-down. Well, before we go, there's one last challenge ahead. The winner must go face to face with the last episode's champ and Snacklander in our ultimate Snacc-down. There can be only one. So, the final round. Any thoughts before we reveal the winner?
I like corn nuggets.
I mean, yeah, sure, that's
But on the other hand, I like the Ritter Sport.
But I know it's very new to your life. Is it enough to, I mean, corn nuggets have been there a very long time. Are you really going to push out your nice mushroom friends?
Okay, now, here's the one thing.
Yeah.
I'm like a spider. Right?
What does that mean?
It means that, right, my favourite treats, they're made out of sugar because I like to nestle them up in a web.
Just do like a cereal bowl. Like what the...
I like to get my treats, right? And I like to put them in my mouth and slowly ruminate on them as they melt. And
Can I stop you right here? Because it very much sounds... I really hope this is going somewhere because it sounds like you're just making it up on the spot.
no, it's completely true.
Okay, carry on.
Okay.
Right.
So, my favourite treats, I just like to sap them down into their sugary juiciness and just absorb them. And nuggets, not sugar.
They're not sugar.
What I'm trying to say is my favourite treats aren't carbohydrates. I like sugar.
Okay.
That's why I'm a spider.
That's going to have to be a t-shirt at some point. I think.
I'm sure you can cut some good bits out of there.
Oh, there'll be like
some workable ones.
Yeah, there'll be a goof reel at the end, I'm sure.
Fine.
Oh, Ollie, I mean, what animal do you most associate with?
I'm like a leopard.
No, I eat a lot of corn nuggets, so it would be nice to have something new at the top space, I think.
Oh, this didn't go how I thought it was going to go. I am very worried about asking about votes in a second.
He's a nugget lover.
Well, I'm concerned it might be going the other. It doesn't matter, right? Anyway, we're gonna vote now.
Okay.
I'm not feeling super confident about this, but we'll see how it goes. Ollie, what is your vote?
The Ritter Sport biscuit.
No!
Audible dab.
Audible dab. Great. Charlie?
For me, it's the spice biscuit.
Oh, no! I'm being pushed out again. Right, well, for me, unfortunately again, I've got to go with the corn nuggets. I mean, they're just one of my all-time favourite things. The winter edition Ritter Sports, which is important because it means it's going to be very difficult to get them very soon, which is going to mean I hope they get knocked off the top spot very quickly. But, yeah, it's nice, but I just love the corn nugs more. But, I mean, this is a democracy. It's 2-1. So, again, what does that mean, Charles?
A new Snacklander has been crowned. Ritter Sport stands upon a pile of dead biscuits.
Just a throne of empty wrappers of its deceased enemies.
Yep.
And so, we'd like to thank our sponsors once more for supporting the show. Cocolo Treats, an online luxury confectionery brand based in Wiltshire.
They sell a variety of confectionery goods including handmade chocolate bars, creamy fudge, and pick and mix sweets, as well as specialty coffee and tea.
They have a wide selection of gifts that are perfect for everyone, especially with Christmas coming up. So, head to www.cocolotreats.com to browse their full collection. Thanks again. Well, we'd like to thank our special guest for joining us. Is there anything up to the moment you'd like to share?
Come support KFC because I might be working there soon.
Now, I was more considering maybe some of your charity work or Tentor's specific stuff.
Yeah, you could donate to my GoFundMe.
I mean, yeah, if we want to do that, we can do that. Right. And where can people find your GoFundMe? Because they know where to find KFC.
There's a link to it somewhere.
Fantastic. Right, well, we'll put that link to it somewhere in the description when you remember what it is.
Thank you.
Any Instagram or anything like that you'd like to?
Nah.
No, fantastic. Great guest.
What about your hiking only fans?
Only hills?
Only hills.
No?
No.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we're going to end the show.
Cool. Now, if you've got any suggestions, questions, or stories of your own Snaccidents, send those to snaccidentspodcast@gmail.com. Go snack yourself!
You can find us on all the regular socials, plus you can always check out our website at snaccidentspodcast.com for more.
And thank you all for listening.
Join us next episode for all new themes, all new snacks, and maybe a new
Snacklander! Keep it crunchy!